someone maybe in ministry, business, just like whatever your spheres you're going after. The internship here is all about applying what you learned in years 1 through 3. So thank you to all the mentors, and you can just give them a hand. I feel like our fourth year class really had a servant's heart. I mean, if you guys think back to that beach 2 years ago, we were tasked just with doing like a lot of just servant things behind the backgrounds, and it was just such a proud thing to be part of like our team, just serving and just laying down. And I felt like you guys just did a great job in just leading with your hearts and setting a directive for like the whole year. Just to kind of wrap up, probably one of the biggest testimonies of my life, speaking of what Laura said, was what our family calls the double promotion testimony. So the short version of this is when Michael Maiden came in October 2019, he called out our family from the sun seats and said, yeah, you guys are going to come into this, season of promotion. We're like, that's fantastic. No details, but thank you, And then like 2 days later, I'm in the school, it's a QA session, and I just happen to ask him a question, and he just like launches into like prophetic word number 2, basically another promotion word. So we're like, wow, God loves the P word, like the promotion thing is just going right along. So we're like, great, so this is like our double promotion word. And you're excited about something very nebulous, but you're like, God's doing something. Well, within about a matter of about 10 to 11 days or so, I had met with Steve as just part of the internship program, and we were just dialoguing through that and just praying into it. And guys, like the very next day, I hear back from like a recruiter for Turner Sports for an NBA digital job, and I'm like, good Lord, great. So this thing is just starting to accelerate, and within a matter of weeks, had like a interview with Turner, and so we're just enjoying the ride. And then the day of days for our family.
So good. You got this. So good.
So, that would just be easier if you come on now. This is supposed to be later, but it helps. November 23rd, 2019. We were celebrating our 6-month anniversary early. We're like, hey, it'd be great to take a pregnancy test. We were talking about that week, like, when does it be like amazing time? And so we took it that morning. We learned we had a little Izzy, it's like on the way. And then 4 hours later, I get an email that I got the job.
Wow.
So it's like a double promotion. Beautiful, sweet baked carrots is our sweet Izzy who just turned 1. She's doing all sorts of fun things. But what we wanted to do as a family, because we just so appreciate the culture here that just invests in the people, right? And it's all about a testimony, which we know is about God doing it again. And these 2 areas are emotionally charged areas for people. Like when you want children and you don't have them, and you want a job and you don't have a job, that's tough stuff. And so we want to leave a deposit here and just release a breakthrough in those areas for people that need them. So for those of you who are believing for children or adoption, for those of you who need a job or want a better job, or if you have family and friends who are contending in this area, I just want you to posture your heart, and we're just going to pray and just release those areas over you. So Lord, we just thank you for family. We just thank you for jobs. We thank you that it's your heart to provide and to care for your family. Lord, we just pray breakthrough in the family, breakthrough in the jobs. Lord, that you would meet the desires of your sons and your daughters, Lord, who have had hard journeys and who haven't seen the fruit, that we just release breakthrough. And Lord, we just leave the deposit of what's been placed in us here. And we thank you for this place.